Hey there, my name is Mike Munzing with Munzing Mortgage Group. So glad to make these videos for you each week to let you know what's going on in the mortgage industry, let you know what programs are coming down the pipe, what's going on with the rates, what is basically going on with the market so you know how to best advise your buyers. Don't forget to go over to my website at www.mikemunzing.com. Pull up my rate sheet. Now these are for the basic market rates, 30-year fixed, 15-year fixed, maybe a 5-1 ARM. It'll let you know basically what's going on the primary programs, but just be aware, I've got a lot of programs that are coming down the pipe that are going to be exciting for you. We've got that back to work FHA program with 1-year seasoning, some restrictions on that, so let's talk about that. We've got the 85% loan to value jumbo program with no MI, up to about $1 million. That's an exciting program. There's some other new programs coming down the pipe as well. Got the 97% conforming, get you away from that FHA because of those high costs related to FHA. Some of these programs are not going to be available through your primary lenders, even your in-house lender. A lot of you are working with those in-house banks that are at your office there. Give me a call. I was out at open houses today, our broker previews. Really interesting, the perception of what's going on. I am staying in the market as a broker. I've done a lot of research. It's going to work out well into 2014. Always being kind of the little guy flying under the radar for 25 years. But what that offers you is flexibility and speed. I can get loans through still in 2 to 3 weeks, depending on the transaction, if it's clean, of course. But a lot of the bigger lenders are taking longer. I've still got the flexibility to work with the channels of the wholesale lenders that are a lot quicker than the big banks. So don't forget that. Don't get that perception in your head that that won't work out. Okay, I want to look at a couple of reports. Of course, Stephen Thomas's bi-weekly report at www.reportsonhousing.com. A quick look at what Stephen's saying here. The biggest news, I think we all see it, are the buyers are not being as aggressive as they were, which can be a good thing. Those sellers have to price their properties appropriately. When I was out of the broker preview, I'm seeing price reductions. We haven't seen those for a while. So let's see what's going on for the available inventory over the last 2-week period. And that is up 3%, up 158 homes in the last 2 weeks. That gets us, for the first time in a long time, up over 6,000 homes available in Orange County at 6,123 homes available across all sectors of Orange County specifically. That's the threshold. We're moving up. Very exciting. But now let's see what's going on with demand. As I mentioned a moment ago, those buyers are being a little more coy, a little more careful. As the rates surged a couple of months ago, jumped up 1%, maybe a little more. That's what's backing them off there. So that is down about 6% in the last 2 weeks to what he considers demand would be pending escrows, deals that are in escrow, and that is 2,465 deals in Orange County currently in escrow. Finally, there's the distress breakdown of short sales and foreclosure listings, and that is up by about 9%, but it has become such a small number that it's only 265 homes currently on the market. Not a big jump. 9%, yeah, still 20-some homes, but being such a small number, it's not going to really change the market. Okay, next I want to look at some of the charts from what they call now propertyradar.com. It was foreclosureradar.com. It's the company my friend Sean O'Toole runs up there in Northern California, but now that the foreclosures have dropped off, he's expanded it, covering a lot more information, really looking at the deep nuance of real estate in California and how that is going to possibly affect us. But it's always good to know where the trends are and look at the past to kind of project where the future is going to go. First, let's look at a chart here for, let's see, this is the distressed versus non-distressed. Kind of breaks it down here with the red and the blue. And as you can see from the first part of the year, which is where it coming down on my end of the chart, things started trending upward in about January. This last couple of months have definitely leveled off, as you can see here. Next is what I think we've all been sensing are the non-distressed sales kind of going up from the started spiking up there in January of this year and has trended up as it's come towards me. And you can see the other distressed sales on the bottom of the chart are trending downward. So we're getting those non-distressed sellers and the buyers. We can certainly sense what our sellers are jumping back in the market. Next is an interesting chart showing kind of where California home equity is. Very interesting. The top three sections here are the severely underwater and down to moderately underwater, the top three, and that combines to about 18% of the homeowners in California are still either moderately to severely underwater in their equity. It's about a 1.2 million folks in that area. The middle two sections there are the just underwater or just above water. Now this is once again where the loan amount equates to the market value. So that'd be right where it levels off. And so that'd be in the middle there, about 750,000 homes, about 11% of the market. And then we have 71%, that lower bar down here on the bottom, where the 71% of the folks who are not underwater are potential equity sellers would be this chart. Kind of an interesting chart there. Next, we have the median sales price. Now this is the chart that I want to show you because you can see where the prices were trending upwards, and right over here, way on my side, you can see it dip back down a little bit, the median prices. That's when that interest rate surge hit, so the buyers sort of backed off, and that is what I'm saying. When rates rise, it's going to affect the sales price. So you see just a little bit of a dip here at the very end of the chart where you see a nice up and then down. That is because of that interest rate surge. This is from 2007 on the far end, where this is investors or limited liability corporations as well as limited partnerships in the market in California. You can see just a smooth trend upwards to where it peaked in late 2012. And from the peak in 2012 right on down here into current this month has been a downward trend. We're getting those equity buyers or the owner-occupied buyers back in the market. That is good. So these are once again, limited liability corporations and limited partnerships buying the homes. It peaked and now is trending back downwards. And finally, let's see what's happening when it comes to the old videos. They used to make the whole video about foreclosures. Now it's just a snapshot because it's a very small part of the market. Way down here in the bottom, that's the foreclosure sales. Little itty bitty way down here at the bottom of the chart. And you can see how the notice of defaults have kind of leveled off. These other two are the notice of defaults and notice of trustee sales, the notifications, not the actual sales. So they've leveled off at much, much lower levels than you can see across the chart from the past. So some very interesting charts out from Property Radar. Very good information for you to have. And you can find that online at propertyradar.com. They do have a more vast subscription site as well, but great information. Hey, we're heading into a beautiful weekend. Should be fantastic. The rates are holding. They've actually been trending downward a little bit. That's great news for your buyers. Once again, new programs coming out. Get your buyers over to my online application. Fill it out. Let's get them working with me, get them ready to go. Put my 25 years of experience to work for you. I've worked all aspects of this industry. This is what I do. I appreciate being here for you. So God bless you. God bless your families. God bless this beautiful country. Let's work together. Call me anytime, 949-689-5626. I'm here for you. Have a great weekend. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye. Money, 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 money.